Hello, Diane Roberts here from Blogspot titled scoreitfour1/4.blogspot.com, and I'm here with a little Thanksgiving Day treat, a real short and sweet video using Ghirardelli squares and some Stampin' Up! DSP. There are a lot of these all along the internet, and here it is Monday night before Thanksgiving, and I like to give just a little treat to my friends at work for the holidays. So this is a really quick treat. Mary Fish had one on her website last week, end of last week, maybe on the weekend, and it was made with washi tape and a Christmas tree. So I was inspired by her video, and I thought I'd make a quick one for all you last minute people like me who are doing this for Thanksgiving. We can also put these as little place markers in the plates on Thanksgiving Day. Little tag with the person's name. I've left some space here if you want to just write in someone's name. That's why I use the circle in this particular sentiment. So let me tell you a little bit about what I'm using. The DSP is from the set called Color Me Autumn, and there are a lot of designs in there, but you could use any design, any of the designs. I'm going to make some others with some of the other DSP colors. You can use just plain DSP and use some leaves or whatever to little tiny leaves. There's some little tiny leaves in the stamp set called Holiday Home. You could take these little leaves here and use them on plain DSP and kind of make your, plain cardstock and make your own. There's a lot of different things you can do. And you probably are already thinking of a lot of the possibilities. So what you do is you cut your cardstock at 2 inches, or a little, you could do a scant 2 inches so that it can fit into the scallop tag topper punch or the regular tag topper punch. I wanted to use the scallop to make it look a little fancier. I'm not using the green side, I'm using the leaves. And that color is Cajun Craze. And what I've done is use the sentiment from Mingle All the Way. Hope your Thanksgiving is stuffed with happiness. I'm stamping that on very vanilla cardstock. Cajun Craze onto the very vanilla cardstock, and leaving room so that I'll be able to punch it. I'm going to punch it out with a 2-inch circle punch. Okay, so there's our little sentiment. And just kind of punch it out. Like I said, I kind of lifted it over to the top a bit so that I could write someone's name in the bottom if I choose to. If I don't put names in there, I might put a little rhinestone or pearl or candy dot. So here's how we made the sentiment, how I cut out the sentiment. And then I take a little, I put a mini glue dot on the back of the Ghirardelli candy. This 2-inch, this is cut 2 inches, I told you scant 2-inch, by 5.5. And it's scored at 2 5/8 and 2 7/8 of an inch. Score it, and then with this little, I kind of fold in the edges of the Ghirardelli, and there's a little glue, fold in the edges, there's a little glue dot right there. So putting this on the bottom, I just bring the sides up like this, and there you have the, stick the little glue dot. And in this, for this particular one, I'm using the very vanilla, what's this called? This is called the seam binding. Oh yeah, the seam binding ribbon. And I didn't bring scissors, hang on. So I'm cutting about, I don't know, how much is this? This is 6, maybe about 12 inches. 12 inches is more than enough. You might want to use a little less if you're conserving. This one I tied them each differently. This is putting the loop through and tying it like this, and this is just putting the 2 ends in. Putting one end through and just tying it close to the scallop part of the tag so that the little tag stays closed. Here we go. Things just don't seem to work when you're using a video camera. It's like you're making these by yourself in your craft room at home, and things are just flying. You just got them going like crazy. Then as soon as you turn on the video, oh, as you can see, this is way too big. So 12 inches is probably overkill. Let's even this up. And then I just tie the knot, trying to get it close, as I said, close to the scallop, so that it holds the little holder closed. And here we go. Pulling it through. Not doing a very good job with this knot. I'm telling you, it's because we're on camera. Okay, not too bad. Could be better. My next one will be better. Angle your ribbons, and it's holding closed pretty well. Then I'll take another glue dot, or if you want to use, you can use a glue dot, you can use a dimensional if you prefer. I think I'm going to just use a glue dot. Oh, I have the small ones. These are the minis. I usually use the big one on this, so I'll put 2 minis in here and just stick it on. And there you have it. A nice little Happy Thanksgiving to hand out to your friends at work, or for the kids to take, you know, put them in the kids' lunchbox if you let your kids eat candy. When my kids were little, they didn't eat candy, but now here's Mom making all these things with candy all the time. So as you can see, I've punched out a number of these because I know from one piece of 12 by 12 DSP you can get 2, so you get 2 and it's 6, so you can get 6 across and 2, so you can get 12 from one piece of paper and have little pieces left over, because we're cutting it 5.5 twice, so that's 11, so you have 1 inch left over. Okay, so that's it. Quick, simple, and cute. Can't get any more simple than this. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week with more Christmas ideas. Bye now.